Booker T. Couldn't agree more, but could it be? I think higher than them all. Truthfully, my pen fire and then some. Apply the addendum. Take this whole thing for ransom. Give it all I got for attention. Nah, the mention of life well lived, for instance, give it all.
We start the night out with our freshman attendants. Our freshman attendants are Bailey Bolt and Matthew Horton. Bailey Bolt is the daughter of Danielle and Jack Bolt. Bailey is a member of the golf, volleyball, basketball, and track teams. She is also a member of FFA. In her free time, she likes going to youth group and hanging out with her friends. Matthew Horton is the son of Amanda Lee and James Horton. Matthew is a member of the track team. In his free time, he likes to weld. Ladies and gentlemen, our freshman 2024 attendants. Now introducing our sophomore attendants, Mackenzie Mosier and Riley Thomas. Mackenzie Mosier is the daughter of Jen and Devin Mosier. Mackenzie is a member of the cheer and track teams. She is also a member of the marching band at FFA. In her free time, she loves doing photography and spending time with Riley. Riley Thomas, the son of Tiffany and Ty Thomas, he is a member of the wrestling team and a member of FFA. In his free time, he likes to fish and hunt, and of course, likes to spend time with Mackenzie. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2024 sophomore attendants. Now introducing our junior attendants, Brianna Martinez and Hunter Lister. Brianna Martinez is the daughter of Maria and Romero Martinez. Brianna is a member of the cheer squad. In her free time, she likes to spend time with her friends. Hunter Lister is the son of Emma Tabbett and Randy Lister. Hunter is a member of the basketball team and student council vice president. In his free time, he works at Taco Bell and likes to hang out with his friends, Brody, Ryan, and Carson. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2024 junior attendants. And now, our first senior attendants, who are Jillian Jones and Will Baker. Jillian Jones, the daughter of Jennifer Reed, Albert Jones, Ashton O'Brien, and Robin Reed. She is the president of Key Club, a member of the National Honor Society, Academic Challenge, marching band, cheer squad, and the swim teams. In her free time, she works at the Marion YMCA as a lifeguard and loves to read, swim, shop, and anything to do with arts and crafts. Will Baker is the son of Brandy and Joe Baker. Will is a member of the cross-country and track teams and the National Honor Society president. In his free time, he works at the Purple Indian and likes to do anything outdoors. Ladies and gentlemen, our senior attendants, Jillian Jones and Will Baker. Our second set of senior attendants are Olivia Long and Shane Carpenter. Olivia Long is the daughter of Sarah and Joe Long. Olivia is a member of the volleyball, basketball, track, and football teams. She is involved in the Leadership Club and National Honor Society. In her free time, she likes to take pictures, hang out with family and friends, and enjoys going to the youth group at the MGCC. Shane Carpenter, son of Jessica Smith and Michael Carpenter. Shane is a member of FFA and the football team. In his free time, he works at the Purple Indian, weightlifts, and hangs out with friends. Ladies and gentlemen, our senior attendants, Olivia Long and Shane Carpenter. Our last set of senior attendants tonight are Kimberly Stalin and Miguel Martinez. Kimberly Staley is the daughter of Carrie and Craig Staley. Kimberly is a member of the National Honor Society, FFA, Student Council, and the cross country and track teams. Miguel Martinez is the son of Maria and Morrow Martinez. Miguel is a member of the football team and FFA. In his free time, he likes to weightlift and works on the family farm. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Fall Homecoming Court. Crowning our 2024 King and Queen this evening is our returning 2023 Homecoming Queen, Lupita Martinez. And now, for the moment you have all been waiting for, our 2024 Fall Homecoming King is Shane Carpenter. And now, our 2024 Fall Homecoming Queen is Olivia Long. If the homecoming court could scoot in, please, for a photo. Congratulations to our 2024 Homecoming King Shane Carpenter and Queen Olivia Long and their court.
sacks, and Carson Trainer had an interception.
I give it all that I got will never stop. I give it all, straight to the top, will never stop. I give it all that I have, I let it be, cause nobody's better than me. What do you see? Give it all, yeah, all that I got, I give it everything. They lost the plot, they think I'm menacing. They wanna talk, but I ain't settling. Circle is tight, feeling like where the rains. Whole lot of globe trying, man, they don't know nada. Bro, gotta show something to me and go harder. So proper, nah, not that, we sure gotta give it all raw now, like Don Dallas. All that I got will never stop. I give it all, straight to the top, will never flop. I give it all, they want me rock, they never blow. I give it all, whoa. What you say, my man? Give it all, whoa. Hey, give it all, whoa. Yeah, stand tall, give it all. All that I have, I let it be, cause nobody's better than me. What do you see? Give it all. What do you think when people look at me? 100 degrees tougher than Booker T. Couldn't agree more, but could it be? I think higher than them all. Truthfully, my pen fire and then some. A body and then done. Take this whole thing for ransom. Give it all I got for attention. Not a mention of life well lived, for instance. Give it all.
Our defense is pretty stout. With 7, Cam Akers at second, 5, both there third, 4, contact with an official, player, coach, or another
commandments. The hero was coming, I'm locked in. You know that I'm winning, I'm top 10. You know that I came from the dog pen. You want it, you get it, you drop dead. The rebel who came from the bottom. My enemies know that I got it. I'm planting my seeds in gardens, then watching them sprout and harvest. The greatest was always in my plans. Battle the kid is white flags. Not on my level where I stand. Got it, I'm shooting a hot hand. Out of the gym, I was locked out. I failed, the kid was a dropout. I changed the game into stuff now. The city that need me is clear now. The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the
Sandman, I can tap dance through the energy blast. Run flat, never pop your orbit. I keep energy in storage. I see spinning the globe, my fingertip itch. If I could pluck the earthquake hit, look at the wrist, look at your body, I shake it and shift. Big fish in a small pond, Godzilla with a boot on. I step into your lawn, turn skyscrapers into croutons. Hit the button going high speed, need a megaphone to announce me. I move through the pygmies in the top pick, got a big fleece. Sit back, better breathe deep. Look around and they looking at me. 10 toes still never defeat. Push button never needed a key. I see they ain't ready for me. Hot boy still 100 degrees. I cross eyes and I dotted the T's. E&D till I leave in peace.
The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the people is giving the damage. The people is giving the
It's homecoming. Welcome fans to Live and Free on OH Report. I'm Zach Truax alongside Rich Story on stats. Adam Thompson is the man that makes everything go. And Keaton Cooper on the camera. Week 7 of the Ohio High School regular season here, and 2-4 Mount Gilead. It's homecoming. They're hosting 4-2 Centerburg. Last week, Mount Gilead was shut out by East Knox 20-0 in a game that saw the Indians lose 2 of 4 fumbles, throw an interception, and have multiple costly penalties that ended their drives and extended East Knox drives. Centerburg is trending up, winning their last 2 games after a tough 1-possession loss to undefeated Northmore. Can Mount Gilead get their offense running this game and end a 3-game losing streak? Will Centerburg keep rolling and chalk up another win? We'll find out tonight. Stick with us. After a message from our generous sponsors, we'll see what both teams will need to do in order to win and the players that will be key contributors towards those efforts. We'll be right back.
Picking up new hobbies such as cooking is another manly way to avoid depression and reduce stress. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make my world-famous guaco mahogany. First, mash up 5 or 6 of these green things. Then add hot sauce, this lettuce stuff, these red things, salt, some of this stuff, and limes. And finally, bacon to taste. Delicious.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Happy Halloween!
Let's go.
Friday night lights. Get hype, it's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype, here we go now. Friday night lights. Get hype, it's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype, here we go now.
Welcome back, OH Report fans, to the Panchos Tacos pregame show. We're down in Mount Gilead, Ohio. It's homecoming, and the Indians are just about ready to take the field. But first, let's talk about the visiting Centerburg Trojans. Centerburg arrives in Mount Gilead on a 2-game winning streak. The Trojans are 4-2 on the season and 3-1 in the conference, losing to only undefeated Ontario and undefeated Northmore. Coach Andy Cola has recently found a 1-2 punch that I think can help his team win the rest of the games on the schedule and springboarded them into the playoffs. I call it the Marshall Plan. Your player spotlight for Centerburg. Right there's their highlights. Brothers, number 21, Chris Marshall. He's a senior. Number 3, Miles Marshall. He's a sophomore. Last week, they combined for 300 yards and 5 touchdowns against Cardington Lincoln. Chris will play the slot receiver position while Miles will play the running back spot. Look for these two guys to give Centerburg the kind of bounce they need to take that next step and start beating undefeated teams. Now, the home team, what do they need to do? The Mount Gilead Indians. Let's take a look at them. The 2-4 Mount Gilead Indians come into this game feeling like they let one slip away at East Knox last week. The defense only allowed 20 points, but the offense lost 2 of 4 fumbles and threw an interception. Penalties were very damaging as well. They had 2 fourth-down conversions called back on penalties, and a roughing the punter call extended an East Knox drive that would eventually end in a touchdown. But let's look at the guy who Mount Gilead will lean on tonight. The player spotlight is number 18, Cam Vickers. Now, guys, if you've listened to me, you've heard me be critical of high school players for not playing behind their pads. But this guy won't be hearing that from anybody. He was running guys over last week in the mud at East Knox, and he's as sure a tackler as I've seen all year. If Vickers can have a big game, look out. He's got 606 yards on the ground this year, 92 yards through the air, and a whole boatload of tackles. Right there's Mr. Vickers. As we get ready to set for a kickoff, we'll go over the keys to victory. First for Centerburg, attack air and land. We talked about it. It's going to be through the air to Chris Marshall and his counterpart, his teammates as receiver, and Miles Marshall running the ball. On defense, they've got a key on number 18, Cam Vickers. Hey, ball's on the tee. Lights are on. Greatest attrition in America. High school football. Here we go, folks. And it's a medium kick. Fielded well by number 4. That's Carson Trainer, number 4 for the Indians. Their keys to victory. It's going to be don't beat yourself. No penalties, no fumbles, no interceptions, and keep it to a one-possession game. If this is a one-possession game in the fourth quarter, Mount Gilead has a chance, and they need to get off the field. Their defense is playing great, but they've got to get off the field on third down. Here we go. Mount Gilead's in a 3-back set, 2 tights, hand off to Vickers up the middle, and he plows ahead for about 5 yards, maybe 6. Yes. That's the key. That's exactly what Mount Gilead would need. Right there's a handoff to Vickers, and look at that big offensive line push up front. Mount Gilead offensive line goes like this. Lane Johnson at left tackle, 6 foot 190. Clark Reed at left guard. He's a sophomore, 6'3", 255. Cole Evans, 220. Aiden Gray, 200. And Evan Tudor as well at right guard. Mount Gilead goes on the ground again, and a carry again. We'll see who's getting off. Mr. Vickers on another carry makes a very third and manageable. Let's see if Centerburg starts to creep some guys up to the line of scrimmage and get a stop here on third down. But this is just what the doctor ordered for Mount Gilead on their amazing Bermuda home turf. Give to Vickers again. Makes a cut, and he's ahead for a first down. That's a home and kitchen supply. First down. And if you're 2-4 Mount Gilead, that's exactly how you want to start. 3 runs, positive yards, chew up the yards on the ground, keep the ball out of Centerburg's hands. Your instant replays. These beautiful instant replays brought to you by Monarch. There's a give to number 11. Elliott Jones on the carry. Falls forward for a gain of 1. Second and 8 now for Mount Gilead. Not quite behind the chains. Got a few positive yards. They're going to look to get at least 5 or 6 on this one to set up a third and manageable. They love to run the ball. They're primarily in that full house backfield, double tights. Now they got 2 backs in the backfield, a wing split to the left. He's in motion. That's Trainer. He's in motion. Give up the middle this time. Centerburg keys on it much quicker. That was on the carry. number 32 for Mount Gilead. And I don't have a 32 on the roster. Carson Barnum. I'm sorry, that's Carson Barnum on the carry. 6 foot, 205-pound junior. Cole Fricky getting the play from the coach. I don't see a play clock, but they're taking their time. And if I'm Mount Gilead, that's exactly what I want to do. Take my time. Now they're hustling to the line. Single back, 2 split with a wing to the left. Fake to give. Fricky's in trouble, rolls to his left, throws downfield, got a man open. It's number 44, Bo Sayers on the reception. First down for the Indians. Bo Sayers on a nice reception. Let's call that about 12 yards. Fricky with the play, back in the huddle. Miles Marshall on the tackle. Mount Gilead on the drive to start the game. Full house backfield, 2 tights again. Fake to Vickers and give to number 11, Elliott Jones. And had he broke that tackle right there, there wasn't a whole lot in front of him to stop him. Right there's the give, and gets a 81 for Jackson Bollinger. Makes a nice tackle there to keep a big play off the board and limit the damage to about 2 to 3 yards. Full house backfield again, double tights for Mount Gilead. Fricky gives to, that's got to be Cam Vickers again. Carson Barnum, my apologies. Carson Barnum on the carry. Nice, really nice fake carried out there by Cole Fricky. I thought he had the ball. I was watching around the end. Watch for that play again because I think I was the only one faked out by that play. Most of Centerburg keyed on it. Yeah, really nice fake carried out there to give to Carson Barnum. Third and manageable again for the Indians. I got to believe at this point they're going for it on 4th down. So if you're Mount Gilead, just 2 or 3 yards here is all you need, set up a 4th and manageable. Give to 11 now. That's Elliott Jones, and he is met at the line of scrimmage for a very short game. Here's your replay. Tommy House on a beautiful solo tackle, open field, 4th down. And yes, as I thought, Mount Gilead's keeping the offense on the field around the 35-yard line. It's last time to convert, they went on a 3rd and long. They converted on a pass where Fricky rolled to his left, found Bo Sayers open. 2 receivers, two running backs. Fake to give. Now Fricky rolls to his right. Everyone's covered. Now Sevens. Oh, what a beautiful play. Number 4 for Carson Trainer was wide open, but there he is. I called it the number 21, Chris Marshall. We said it's going to be the Marshall plan. I did not predict Marshall plan on offense and defense, though, and a very promising Mount Gilead drive is stopped short. Not the worst thing in the world, though, if you're Mount Gilead. You're going for it. An interception inside the 20 is about as good as a punt right there, so not the worst thing in the world if you're Mount Gilead. Obviously, you like to convert, but Mr. Marshall would have been better off knocking that ball down and getting the ball at the 35. But here we go. Centerburg on offense. 3 wide receivers. Miles Marshall in the backfield. Chris Marshall in motion. Throw to number 14. Trevin Harris, the 6'2", 290-pounder, gets a catch for about a 2-yard gain. But good self-scouting there by Centerburg. Fake the jet sweep to Chris Marshall. That was a very successful play for them last week. So that they show a fake to that right away, trying to get that defense flowing. Again, 3 wide receivers, 1 running back. Looks like Miles Marshall in the backfield there. Jackson Bollinger in motion, and we have a flag on the play. And a procedure. That's going to move Centerburg back.
That ball, false start. Offense. 5 yards. Second down.
Makes it 2nd and 11. And here we go. Now Centerburg goes 5 wide. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left. Marshall in the sidecar. Bollinger in motion. Now he sets up at a H-back spot. He's the lead blocker, but guess who? Cam Vickers blows it up. Oh, Vickers doing a beautiful job coming off from his defensive end spot. Looks like I had him playing linebacker, but they got him lined up on the edge there, and he just followed the H-back right to the hole. Beautiful play here. Great read. Follows the H-back. He knows the H-back's, wherever the H-back's going, the ball's going. Here we go. Centerburg 5 wide. Single back set. Pass to Chris Marshall. Makes the man miss. He's in the clear. Chris Marshall, there he goes. No one is catching him. All the way to the house, number 21. Chris Marshall on the touchdown after a broken tackle on a 3rd and forever. Oh, what a heartbreaker. No flags on the play. And Chris Marshall coming up big in this first quarter. There he is. No one's catching him. Impressed with Trevin Harris's speed there as he helps his buddy, escorts him into the end zone. Chris Marshall, early candidate for player of the game. Interception stops the Mount Gilead drive, and then on 3rd and forever catches a little bubble screen and house call. What do we got for yards on that?
84.
What do we got for yards on that, Rich?
84, sir.
84 yards. Chris Marshall on an 84-yard touchdown. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Mount Gilead gets the ball back. Stick with us.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Welcome back as Centerburg kicks off after that electric 82-yard touchdown run by Chris Marshall. Ball taken by number 4 for Mount Gilead. Makes a nice reply. Carson Trainer on a nice return there to the 25-yard line. Mount Gilead comes out. Had a promising drive that first drive down the field. Threw an interception. It wasn't the worst interception in the world. If you're looking at it from a practical standpoint, it's 4th down. You're on your 35. You're throwing an interception. It goes to about your 20, and it's 4th down. Not the worst thing in the world. And he had a guy open. Carson Trainer was open. He just floated a little bit. Anyways, handoff here to Vickers, and he is. I talked about it in the pregame. Centerburg will really need to key on number 18, Cam Vickers. That's the bell cow on that offense. He'll set the tone on offense and defense, really. Thank you to all our sponsors tonight for this great action. Oh, another handoff up the middle. Let's see who gets off the bottom of the pile. That's Vickers again. And stacked up by a host of Centerburg Trojans. We got 3rd and medium, about 3rd and 6. Fricky has the play, taking it into the huddle. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left on your Webb's Automotive scoreboard. Full house backfield for Mount Gilead here. Gotta believe they're running the ball. Here's that keep by Fricky, beautifully executed. Puts his shoulder down. We got some rags on the field though. That we talked about that earlier. He faked that run last time. No one keyed on him. Great job scouting by Mount Gilead seeing that, but we got a flag on the play. See what the call is. Legal chop block offense. That's a personal foul. It's a 15-yarder. So what that call is we must have had a defensive lineman engaged. We had a defensive lineman engaged and one with an offensive lineman, and another guy came in, took his legs out. That's a chop block. Can't do that. When you can block below the waist at the line of scrimmage. You just can't block below the waist if the defender is already engaged. So that's a 15-yarder. Moves him way back. This is not where Mount Gilead does their best operation, behind the sticks. Look for Fricky. Fricky's done his best work rolling to his right and his left. Let's look for Fricky to roll out here on a pass. And it's a jet sweep, and it goes nowhere. Mount Gilead will be punting. Little jet sweep there to Trainer. And Centerburg blows it up. Back deep for Centerburg is number 14, Trevin Harris. Dude's a burner, man. Harris is a burner. Marshall was in the clear. Harris ran beside him and escorted him in. Oh, I had to believe it. They could have got to that one. Really surprised. Well, that's Chris Marshall again. He almost had himself a blocked punt. I'm surprised he didn't get there. See this on the Monarch Title Services replay. Beats his man. Oh, wow. I really thought had he laid out, maybe he didn't want to get a roughing the punter call and laid up. But, man, I really thought, what a first quarter that would have been. That's a hat trick. That would have been a heck of a hat trick. Interception, 82-yard touchdown. That would have been a blocked punt for at least a safety or not a touchdown. No harm, no foul, though. Centerburg takes over at the Mount Gilead 45. 5 wide, trips to the right. Miles Marshall in the sidecar next to quarterback number 10. Sorry, folks. Next to quarterback number 10, Blaine Ball. Ball, nice job keeping that. The Mount Gilead defense keying on Miles Marshall after he had a huge game last week. Great job by Ball to fake that give and a take. And we've got another penalty. Boy, I said Mount Gilead could not shoot themselves in the foot with penalties. And another
Personal foul. Roughing after the play on the defense. Will add 15 yards.
Oh, that's 2 15-yard penalties in a row on Mount Gilead. Yeah, you would think it'd be 15 from the spot. It's a late hit, but they're marking it here at 25. Give to Miles Marshall here. Bounces off one tackle, beats another tackle. Marshall to first down. Miles Marshall into the 5. Oh, what a run. And the Marshall plan has been instituted. Marshall bounced off a tackle here. Nice stiff arm. And just explodes down the sideline. Finally wrestled down by number 4, Carson Trainer. But not before he picks up a home and kitchen supply first down. And we have a 1st and goal from, it looks like, the 9. Ball brings him to the line. 3 wide receivers, twins to the right. Miles Marshall. Now we 2 tight ends now to the left. Give to Marshall off the left-hand side. Makes a man miss. And he walks into the end zone. And quickly it is Centerburg 14. No, we got Rags on the field. What do we got here?
Holding offense.
Got a holding.
From the previous spot. Replay first down.
If you were an alumni of the cheerleading squad or the marching
All right, there it was. It was a holding. It got him on the most strictly technical. But you can see, I couldn't catch a number there, but I did see a jersey stretch a little bit. So definitely a holding call. Here we go back to live action. Oh, here, there, right there's the hold. I think it was on. I think he was 81 was getting held. Jackson Baldridge, I think he was getting held right there. We got first and goal from the 19. Fake to Marshall. Ball keeps it now. Nice run. And Blaine Ball pushing ahead. And we have a second and very manageable now.
Try scoring for a couple yards. Number 74, Cody Minor.
Cody Minor credited with the tackle. I think he could have credited half the Mount Gilead defense for that one. Neon Night is the theme here at Mount Gilead Stadium. Minute 30 left on our Webb's Marathon and Automotive scoreboard. Second goal here for Centerburg. Got two tights set to the right, two wide receivers, running back in a sidecar. Tight end goes in motion. And tip ball at the line of scrimmage. Brings up a 3rd and goal. Ball tipped, couldn't catch a number on that tip ball. But great play by the Mount, trying to get the fans fired up. Minute 13 left in the first quarter. It's been all Centerburg so far. Centerburg comes out. Two tight ends again on each side. Actually, these are kind of H-back spots. Now, Bollinger goes in motion. Sets up on the far side. There's that little screen pass again. Oh, beautiful hit. Guess who? For number 18, Big Cameron Vickers. I told you he'd have a big game. He's a sure tackler, and they don't get much surer than that. Whack. He takes Miles Marshall straight back, forces a 4th and goal. And that is your first candidate of what I like to call a woo hit. Because you hit someone like that, the whole crowd goes, woo. 4th and goal, here we go. Mount Gilead with a huge opportunity here to turn Centerburg away. Centerburg with an H-back to the left. Fake the jet sweep. Ball keeps it, pushes ahead. It's going to be close, and he leans forward for a touchdown. Oh, he gets it just by the nose of the ball, leaning forward. Blaine Ball puts the ball across the goal line for a touchdown. Centerburg looking for the PAT to go up 14-0 with 19 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Number 17 for Centerburg on the kicking duties. That would be Daniel Lemaster. It's up and it's good. Centerburg 14, Mount Gilead 0. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Mount Gilead gets the ball and looks to get back. It gets to put one in the end zone. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Welcome back to beautiful Mount Gilead, Ohio, where the visiting Centerburg Trojans are up 14-0 over the Mount Gilead Indians. Another kickoff taken by Trainer again. He's had some nice returns, just hasn't popped one loose. Oh, he slows down a little bit. Beautiful tackle. Guess who, Rich? 21. Yeah. Chris Marshall.
Marshall plan?
The Marshall plan. Not to bemoan it too much. But I think I've got something there. I think I've got something there with the Marshall plan.
Hopefully not copyrighted.
Not copyright. Well, the late great Mr. Marshall helping rebuild Europe probably wouldn't mind. Anyways, full house backfield for the Indians. Looking to get back on the running ways. There's a give up the middle. And that's Cam Vickers picking up more positive yards. I talk about running behind your pads And man, does he ever do that. They have Vickers listed at 6'1", 200. But when he's running that ball, he probably looks like more like about 5'8" or 5'7" coming, because he is low and he runs with bad intentions. End of the first quarter. Just want to take a minute and really appreciate the facilities here at Mount Gilead, Ohio. I've been to a lot of small school football venues. I have never seen natural Bermuda grass as beautiful as that football field is. You've got a great view in the background of the baseball field and the softball field. I mean, the stands are, everything here is first class. Hats off to the Mount Gilead community and the leaders in this community for making just an amazing football complex to enjoy a Friday night game on. But here we go, second and medium. Mount Gilead with the ball. Vickers, it looks like Vickers on the carry again. Boy, it's tough to see in the middle of that offense. Yeah, Vickers was on the carry, goes ahead for a few yards, checks out of the game. Number 9, I'm sorry, Cole Fricky at the quarterback spot. They're giving Vickers a break. Full house backfield again, 2 tights. They want to bring you in the phone booth and slug it out. And beautiful job by Cole Fricky using his voice and his cadence to draw Centerburg off and get a very important Mount Gilead first down, because you've just given Vickers a break. He's catching his wind a little bit, and you pick up a first down. Any first down you can pick up when Vickers is out of the game is an important first down, because he's your workhorse. Here we go, full house backfield again for Mount Gilead. They want to bring you in the phone booth, slug it out. Motion from Trainer. Fricky takes it off the right side. 81 for Centerburg on the stop. That's Jackson Bollinger. Man, he's been everywhere. He's having a game. He plays well from that defensive end spot. I've talked a lot about the Marshall brothers, but man, Bollinger's a dude too. 2nd and 9. Now, Mount Gilead comes out, sends a wide receiver out. Bo Sayers goes out wide. Single back, 2 H-backs. Fricky rolls to his right, throws up a prayer to number 11. Elliott Jones goes out of bounds. He had heat on him right away. Let's see who gets through here on the replay. Guess who? Bollinger was there along with another Centerburg defender. Hey, thanks for all the comments online. Appreciate you guys tuning in, watching. Say hi to us on your comments section in their fan zone. Thank you, Molly Har. Molly says, let's go Indians. Bethany Smith, let's go Trojans. And here we go. Mount Gilead 3rd and long. This is not where they want to be, behind the sticks. Give to Vickers up the middle. He plows ahead for a couple. I got to imagine Mount Gilead's going to be punting here, trying to bury Centerburg deep. I don't think I want to go for it just yet on 4th down on the wrong side of the field. Coach is thinking about it and sends the punt unit out. One thing I don't see here is a play clock. Richie, have you picked up a play clock yet?
I can't find one, Zach.
And guess who punts? Vickers. Oh, I don't know if he shanked it. That was partially blocked. I'd love to see that on our Monarch title agency. We missed that one, but I don't. Rich says it was shanked, wasn't blocked. Here's a replay. Yep, just shanked it. He was feeling some heat on his right side, tried to punt it left, and just shanked it. Punt's only going to net maybe 10 or 15 yards. About 20, 25 yards in the punt. So not the worst punt in the world. Here comes Centerburg, though. 14-0. 5 wide. Miles Marshall in the sidecar. Trips to the left. Ball on the at quarterback. Calls the ball. Here's that bubble screen to Chris Marshall again. And he gets wrestled out of bounds after a 9-yard gain. Boy, Chris Marshall, last week, I think it was Miles was the player of the game last week. Big bro, he won some camera time too. Got an interception. Got a bunch of yards already in the first half. And a touchdown. Centerburg now with 3 wide receivers, an H-back, Miles Marshall in the sidecar. Ball barking out the signals. Calls for it. Looking to pass. Oh, wow. Huge cushion on the side there. And that's an easy pitch and catch for a gain of about 10 yards. Trevin Harris on the reception, 51 Shane Carpenter on the stop, but that's too easy. You play a 5-wide team, you can't give them that much cushion. They'll take it every time. I think that's what Ball saw early, and he stepped to the line, changed the call, had an easy pitch and catch there. They're still giving him plenty of cushion on that left side. Trips to the right now. Miles Marshall goes in motion. They fake the bubble screen to Miles Marshall, and Ball is running loose. He's got about 10 yards on a quarterback draw. Beautifully executed quarterback draw here by the Trojans. Everyone's that Miles Marshall in motion is just eye candy. Pulls all the eyes to the left, gives that little pump fake, and then pulls all the eyes to his right, gives a little pump fake. The Ball just sprints off to his left for a gain of, we only gave him 8. But still, 8 yards on first down on a quarterback draw. And Mount Gilead's still giving a ton of cushion. Trainer's about 12 yards off the ball over Chris Marshall. There's another quarterback draw. Ball gets to the edge. A bunch of shoulder down, breaks a tackle. Ball in the clear. Wrestled out of bounds again. And Centerburg on the drive using a quarterback draw this time. That's a 1st and goal again for the Berg. Shane Carpenter making the last 2 tackles, but just a little bit too far downfield. We've got first and goal. It looks like 1st and goal at the 10, but if my eyes don't deceive me, it's on the other side of the 10. So that might be a hometown spot a little bit. But here we go, 1st and 10 from the other side of the 10 somehow. 1st and goal from the other side of 10, I should say. Ball takes a snap, hands to Miles Marshall, and well done by the tackler there. Centerburg, Mount Gilead tackler had Marshall by the back of the pads and wisely lets go to avoid the personal foul right there. Let's go, and just slows him down enough. 51 again for Mount Gilead. Shane Carpenter. They got him at 6'4", 250. He's a big dude making plays downfield. 2nd and goal from looks like about the 6 or 7. 2 receivers, 2 tights, single back. Ball takes a snap, looking for his receiver. Beautiful route. Out of bounds. Love that one-on-one back shoulder, though. Woo, don't get better than that, folks. Watch Harris here. Engage with the defensive back. Ball throws the back shoulder. Harris disengages and catches it. Man, execution doesn't get any better than that on that kind of play. You got a one-on-one with your big receiver, and the back shoulder that Ball throws is perfect. Just a little bit out of bounds. This Centerburg team is good. 3rd and goal. 2 tights, 2 wide receivers. Miles Marshall in the backfield. Hand off to Miles up the middle. Gets north and south. And there's your touchdown. 21-0. The Trojans on top in the first half. And oh no, the Thompson Truax Sturry curse is raising its ugly head again. This is our 6th game together. We've had 6 running clocks, and we are headed that direction again. Centerburg lines up for a PAT. Ball on the hold. Good hold. Oh, the kick was a little herky-jerky, and it is wide right.
Score, Centerburg 20.
Just a little, we'll take a break here. When we back, Mount Gilead gets the ball.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Welcome back to OH Report, live and free from Mount Gilead, Ohio. The Trojans kick off, and this one goes over Trainer's head into the end zone. The Indians come out 1st and 10. First and 10 here from the 20.
Senior Bernie, what's it? 3-0 arrows.
The handoff up the middle. And we have a second down. Have we had a digital first down marker the whole game, or did they just change that?
They changed that.
That wasn't digital before. It's digital now. I like the digital. I love the digital first down markers.
It's getting dark.
It's getting a little dark out. First class, Mount Gilead's first class all the way around. Second down and long. Let's call it 8. Mount Gilead comes out. Singles running back. Wide receiver to the left. 2 tights and a wing. Man in motion. Give to the single back up the middle. That's big Cam Vickers plowing ahead. Give him 5 yards on that carry. Great run. Sets up a third and very manageable. Fricky has the play in the huddle. Brings him to the line. Familiar 3-back set. 2 tights. Give to the middle back. And that's Carson Barnum pushing forward for a Mount Gilead first down. Mount Gilead really needs a sustained drive. And Centerburg is checking in some beef. For Centerburg coming into the game, number 77. That is Angelo Nichols. He's a sophomore. He goes 6 foot, 290. Barnum on the carry again. Positive yards again. They found something in that little off tackle. The defense really keeping an eye on that middle back, and Vickers checks back in. They do a good job rotating Vickers in and out with Barnum. Trying to keep Vickers fresh. He plays both sides of the ball, plays them well.
Not just football, but if you were an athlete, go ahead and stand up.
Full house backfield for Mount Gilead again. Vickers in the middle. Give to Vickers. Oh, he's got broken tackle. He's in the clear. Puts his head down. Plows ahead for a first down. We'll give him 15 yards on that carry. Right here, though, I like to see him put right there. Vickers does a great job getting it clear. I like to see him switch the football to his other hand, the hand on the side of the sideline. Use that near hand, the inside hand, as a stiff arm. Try and break those tackles with a stiff arm, gets a few more yards. Plows ahead, single back now. Vickers single back. Give to Vickers again, off tackle to the left. And he pushes ahead. A little scrum run there for a gain of 5. Vickers checking out of the game now. 3:56 to go in the first half. Mount Gilead received the ball in the first half, so they'll kick off in the second. So if you're Mount Gilead, you really don't want to give Centerburg back-to-back possessions. Give to Barnum up the middle again. Pushes ahead. Boy, he's got to cover that ball up. Boy, Barnum does a great job pushing ahead there, but he's kind of carrying that ball low and like a loaf of bread. Right there, it's kind of low. Boy, he's got to be careful. A Centerburg Trojan doesn't come through and try and punch that thing out. I think in that scrum right there, when you're trying to push ahead, man, you got to get 2 hands on the ball, cover it up. If I'm the Centerburg coaches, I'm telling my guys, when he stood up like that, punch the ball out, create a turnover. 3rd and short here. Got to believe it's a middle run to the middle back. And they get Centerburg to jump off sides again. Great job. Cole Fricke using his voice and his cadence to get Centerburg to jump in the neutral zone. And Mount Gilead picks up a cheap first down. 3 minutes left. We got timeout, Centerburg. We'll stay here. Want to say a big thank you to all our sponsors there in the screen. Webb's Marathon and Automotive. Stop by Webb's Marathon to join our Webb's Rewards program where you can earn dollars off fuel, free drinks, and coffee. Go Trojans. Panchos Tacos. Mount Vernon Health Center. Monarch Title Services. If you're selling or refinancing real estate, you get to choose the title company. Why not support those who support the Trojans and close with confidence? Anytime, anywhere, Monarch Title Services. Here we go, back to the action. Mount Gilead 1st and 10 on the drive from the Centerburg 30. Mount Gilead putting together a nice drive right here. Handoff to number 11, Elliott Jones. He pushes ahead for looks like 2 yards. We'll see here on the Monarch Title Agency replay. Fricke brings the call into the huddle. Now a single back for Mount Gilead. 2 H-backs. Wide receivers to the left. Trainer in motion. Beautiful fake by Fricke off the left side. Brought down by Miles Marshall, but not before he gets the first down. First down, and that is a home and kitchen supply. First down. Centerburg putting together a very impressive drive right here. And it's 1st and 10 from about the 10 3/4. Give to Barnum again. Up the middle. He smells end zone. Pushes ahead. Barnum on a nice carry. Pushes ahead. And Mount Gilead has got something going here to end the first half. But if you're Mount Gilead, you really do not want to score with too much time left. You have got to take your time here. You've got second and 3. You can get a first down before he scores a touchdown. I think I just pound this sucker right at the middle. And they do with Cam Vickers. And he plows ahead for looks to be like a first down. Cannot tell from this angle, though. And they have him at 3rd and short, which is, if you're Mount Gilead, perfect. Mount Gilead still has 3 timeouts left. 1 minute to go in the first half. Mount Gilead trying to score, and they'd like to score as the last few seconds run off the clock in the first half is what they'd like to do. Under a minute now, Mount Gilead 3rd and 2. And touchdown, Mount Gilead Indians. I didn't see who got the ball. Woo, look at the lights. Look at the light show at Mount Gilead. See the replay here. See who gets the ball. That's a quarterback keep right in the middle. That's Cole Fricke on a quarterback keep from about 3 yards out. Mount Gilead scores with 55 seconds left to keep themselves in this game. Mount Gilead going for 2. I like it. Double tights. Barnum in the backfield. They give to Barnum. He's pushing. He's pushing. But he's short. I like the call, though, by the Mount Gilead coaching staff to go for 2. We'll take a break real quick. When we come back, Centerburg gets the ball back. Stick with us.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Welcome back to Mount Gilead, Ohio. Mount Gilead kicking off. And it stays in bounds. Fielded by 21, Chris Marshall. Oh no, Marshall in the clear. This could be trouble. 1 man to beat. And pushed out of bounds by, the man with the Superman cape, Cam Vickers, saves a touchdown. Woo! I told you, Mount Gilead wanted to score as the time ran off the clock, and that is why Centerburg sets up at about the 41-yard line with 45 seconds left and 2 timeouts, and they've covered twice that much ground than one play before. So if you're Mount Gilead, you really cannot play off too much, and they're still playing deep, man. Trainer is way off the ball, too high safety for Mount Gilead. And, of course, Centerburg's going to take what they're giving them. Throws a little swing pass out, a little bubble screen to Chris Marshall again. And he's ahead for about a 6-yard gain. We got a timeout. Centerburg.
Timeout, Centerburg, 3rd second.
So that takes him to 1 timeout left. So right now, if you're Centerburg, you're in the huddle, and you're saying if we complete it and we completed in bounds for a first down, we've got to run up and spike it. We're spiking it right away. You're calling that play right away. If you get the ball, get out of bounds. If you don't, it's 2nd down. We got to get to the line of scrimmage, and we spike the ball for 4th down. If you get a first down, you've got to hustle. Maybe even think about spiking the ball, because I can't remember, the clock stops after first down. It may stop momentarily. And you just maybe you just say we're running the same play over and over and over again. So it's not complicated. 34 seconds left. Centerburg to the line. 4 wide receivers and a H-back. Off the hands of Trevin Harris, looks like. Not the worst ball in the world, and it stops the clock. Gives Centerburg a chance to call another play. Now 3rd and long. Can't. Now here's the problem. If you don't get a first down here, you can't spike it because it's 4th down. So you better have another play called right away, or you have to burn that last timeout. Ball in the gun. 3 receivers with an H-back. Nice blitz pickup by Chris Marshall. Ball escapes, gets down the sidelines, and gets out of bounds with a first down. Great job, Blaine Ball. Beautiful blitz pickup by first Miles Marshall. The blitzer loses contain, which is something you cannot do. Cannot lose contain there. And Ball runs ahead for an easy first down and gets out of bounds to stop the clock on first down. Ball barking out the call. Trips right. One receiver to the left. Ball rolls to his right. Now comes back left. It's a beautiful bubble screen, but absolutely blown up. Can I get a number on that Mount Gilead defender? Great job blowing up the backside screen. Oh, I couldn't get a number on that defender. Cooper Kidwell, number 20, Cooper Kidwell, the senior, 6'2", 175. Great play. Blowing up that was well. There was no one over there for Mount Gilead. If he doesn't blow that play up, it goes for a touchdown. 2nd and 10, 15 seconds left. Ball with the snap, rolls to his left, beautiful completion, and they're trying to keep him in bounds. What do we say here? Harris gets out of bounds. I don't know about that. To stop the clock, you have to be moving forward and going out of bounds. You can't be moving backwards or straight to the side. It doesn't stop the clock. But they give it to Harris anyways. Stop the clock with 9 seconds left. So if you're Centerburg, you've got one play. It's got to be in the end zone or towards the middle of the field. And then you got to call. If you don't score a touchdown, got to call timeout and give your field goal kicker a chance. And there it is. Ball rolls to his right, throws to the end zone. And time stop with 4 seconds left. Incomplete, intended for Harris. Centerburg calls their last timeout wisely. We're going to talk about it here. Do we go for a touchdown or we kick a field goal, Rich? What? Rich?
We're going for it.
Rich says Centerburg's going for it all the way. Rich, I don't think your mic's working. Give me a test, Rich. I don't think your mic's working. Give me a test, Richie.
It works.
It's working? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We got Richie. There he is.
Yeah. We're going for this, Zach.
We're going.
I mean, we're foot on the gas, 100 miles an hour.
Love it. Foot on the gas pedal. Absolutely love it. 4 seconds left for half, and what's been a very entertaining game. I'm just hoping to have a voice in the second half. Centerburg jumping out to a 20-0 lead, and Mount Gilead crawling back into it with a beautiful drive to make it 20-6. Centerburg trying to get back-to-back possessions here as they'll get the ball first and second half. They're going for it here on the last play of the game. Great play. Number 14 for Mount Gilead. Aiden Keller. No, 44 they're saying had the pressure. Bo Sayers blows the play up, and we go to halftime. Hey, when we folks, we'll take a break. When we come back, you'll get to enjoy. You're done listening to me for a while. You get to enjoy the high school bands. Stick with us. We'll be right back with halftime entertainment.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
wish both teams good luck tonight.
Oh, Basham was down 3-0.
the one and only Bon Jovi. The music video for their totally rad new hit song is playing, so let's jam along to You Give Love a Bad Name. The band now grabs their boombox and cranks the volume up to their favorite song by Wham. It's time to dance along to Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. Join Marty McFly and Doc Brown as it's time to hop in the DeLorean and enjoy a favorite from the movie Back to the Future. Here comes the Huey Lewis and the News smash hit, The Power of Love.
Club. That has been all about the 80s by the Mount Gilead Marching Band. A special shout out to Landon Moser, whose birthday it is today. Happy birthday, Landon! Let him hear you, folks. This is your Mount Gilead Marching Band. Thank you, Ross, Ryan, and Steph, and all the marching band players. Go Indians!
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Welcome back to beautiful Mount Gilead, Ohio at the Panchos Tacos halftime show. Let's take a look at the first half stats from our exciting first half here. First half stats brought to you by Panchos Tacos. 6 first downs, pretty even. 71 rushing yards for Centerburg, 88 for Mount Gilead. 122 to 25 passing yards, total yards 193 to 113. Penalties have hurt the Indians, 2 for 30, 4 for 25 for CHS, but didn't seem to be as impactful. And you had that one very costful turnover by the Indians, the beautiful interception by Chris Marshall. Hey, we talked about the Marshall plan, and it's been going pretty well for Centerburg, but quarterback Blaine Ball is having a game. Your Rich Story brings me the stats here in the second half, and he points out Blaine Ball in the first half is 6 of 10 for 127 yards, 1 touchdown passing, 6 rushes for 43 yards, 1 touchdown run. So as good as the Marshall brothers have been, Blaine Ball showing out a little bit. Blaine Ball sneaky trying to get his way into the booth here. If Centerburg can hold on as your player of the game, and going to make it tough on me. Chris Marshall with the interception, the 82-yard touchdown run, and the how far was that kickoff return, Chris? I'm sorry, Rich.
He ran that back 30 yards, really gave him a good shot at it there, Zach.
Marshall's return there at the end of the first half really set Centerburg up in a good spot. There's your return, and we'll hopefully we'll have the Mount Gilead's not hoping for a replay here on this return, as that's our beautiful replay brought to you by Monarch Title Agency. Mount Gilead kicks off, starts second half. There's your onside. Oh, does not go 10 yards. Someone better touch it. It's not dead yet, and it's a penalty. I don't think that's a dead ball until the defense until the kicking team touches it.
That's right.
So, kind of a premature whistle there, I think. I think they got to let that play out. But onside kick, I love the idea of Mount Gilead, just not executed. And now Centerburg calling a huddle. We'll talk about it. Watch for the onside. Cam Vickers on that kick, just not probably the first play he's not executed well all night. Just didn't quite clip enough of it to get it to go 10 yards. It's not onside kick has to go 10 yards. Once it goes 10 yards, it's a live ball. Before 10 yards, the defense cannot touch it. Oh, look at this. Smart play, smart call by Centerburg, declining the penalty and taking it right where the ball stops. So Centerburg sets up in a beautiful spot at the 42-yard line. 3 wide receivers, tight end, Miles Marshall in the sidecar. Blaine Ball having a great game. Fakes the handoff to Marshall. Rolls to his left. Got a man wide open. Just misses him. Oh, my gosh. Chris Marshall wide open. Beautifully executed play. Just could not complete the pass. Faked to Miles there. Rolls to his left. And just a little bit of miscommunication there. I think he thought Chris Marshall was going to break towards the hash mark and throws it there, and Chris stays on the sideline, but Chris Marshall was open. Mount Gilead dodges a bullet on the first play of the second half. Ball in the shotgun. Miles Marshall to his right. 3 wide receivers and a tight end to the left. Ball takes it. There's your little screen pass to Chris Marshall, and he's ahead for 9 yards. Great blocking on the perimeter there. Let's give some. Oh, that was Harris. That was Harris on the reception. My apologies. Oh, Chris Marshall with the great block. Of course, Chris Marshall has to get into play somehow. His buddy, Trevin Harris, makes a beautiful catch and run for 9 yards, but not before Chris Marshall could just eat somebody up blocking downfield. 3rd and short. But Centerburg has not. When Centerburg's run the ball, it's been mostly with the quarterback draw there. 3 wide now, twins to the left, single receiver to the right, H back and a running back to the sidecar. Ball back to pass, And there he goes. And ball ahead for a first down. Boy, Ball is so decisive. He looks downfield. His guys are covered. He just tucks and runs and gets positive yards. And when you're on defense and you cover everybody up, and the quarterback can get ahead for even 3 or 4 yards, and it is so demoralizing because you've got everything covered up right, and the quarterback still finds a way to Houdini out of there and get some positive yards. 1st and 10 for Centerburg. Twins right, tight end, single receiver to the left. Miles Marshall in the sidecar. Fake to Miles Marshall again. This time, ball rolls to his right. He's got Chris Marshall wide open in the end zone. Beautiful touch on that pass by Blaine Ball. Marshall creates separation late and then walks into the end zone. Love the call here, though, because the defense is just keying on Miles Marshall. There's the fake. The defense, 4 guys go with him. Blaine Ball rolls to his right and just floats it right over everyone's head to Chris Marshall. And Chris Marshall in for his 2nd touchdown of the game. Miles Marshall's been a decoy all night, and the defense is just flowing where he's flowing, and that's given Blaine Ball a chance to roll to his right and left, and that's up, and that is good. And with 11 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, Centerburg stretches their lead, 27-6. We'll take a break. Stick with us. Right back. Mount Gilead gets the ball.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Welcome back to Mount Gilead. Centerburg kicking off, kicks it deep. Goes to Trainer's hands in the end zone. And that's a touchback. And Mount Gilead will set up 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Hey, hope you guys got to tune in for the halftime show. 2 of the best bands I've seen all year. Both fantastic performances. Had us dancing and rocking and rolling up here in the booth. And if you like bands, tomorrow at 7 p.m., Thunder in the Thicket. And that'll be on OH Report at 7 p.m. 6 bands, 2 hours, and my man AT says it is one hell of a good time. So tune in if you love bands at 7 p.m. to OH Report for Thunder in the Thicket. We'll have 6 high school bands. Okay, and I'm not sure what's going on here.
Timeout, Mount Gilead.
Timeout, Mount Gilead. Coach must not like this formation. That's a tough timeout to take in the 3rd quarter. Here's your standings in the KMAC right now. First place, Northmore Golden Knights, 6-0, 3-0 in the conference. Second place, we'll share the second place. East Knox Bulldogs, 4-2, 3-0. Then the Freddies, the Danville Blue Devils. Your Centerburg Trojans are here in 3rd, but they're gonna start leapfrogging some people pretty quick. That's a good team. Mount Gilead Indians tied for 6th. As winless in the KMAC with Cardington and Loudonville. Here we go, back to the action. 3rd quarter, 11 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Mount Gilead has the ball, man in motion. Middle give. Looks like Barnum's got the ball, and he's going, no, that's Cam Vickers got the ball. He goes straight back. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. They're giving forward progress. Oh, they give him a 1-yard gain. Hey, if I had Mount Gilead's O-line, I'd be running up the middle too. Mount Gilead goes like this across the line. Keegan Petrie, 6'4", 290, left tackle. Brody Martinez, 6'1", 240, left guard. Your center, Miguel Martinez, 6 foot, 250. Your right guard, Cody Meemer, 6'2", 265. Your right tackle, Riley Caldwell, 6 foot, 220. That's some beef in small school football. And they're not afraid to run it downhill, but Centerburg standing up to it on this drive. That run goes for... Barnum on the ball on the carry. That run goes for about 3. So they got 3rd and 5 here. This is how they started their drive last time with a nice run on 3rd down conversion. Let's see if they go back to the run here, Mount Gilead. And like I said, they got some dudes. They got some beef up front, and they are really leaning on Centerburg's defensive line. Full house back, no, two backs with a tight to the left. Fricky rolls to his right. Got a man open downfield, throws it up. Oh, and picked off. Oh, he had it open. He just floated it again. And let's see who's on that interception. Guess who? Number 3. It's the Marshall plan. This time it's Miles Marshall on the interception. Oh, Fricky had a guy open and just floated it. And that makes 2 turnovers for Mount Gilead. This one deep in our own territory. And Fricky's just got to find a way to throw that ball a little flatter. He's just he had the man open. Trainer was open and just kind of floats it. And it's just giving these really skilled, very fast Centerburg defensive backs a chance to make a play on the ball. Centerburg comes out 5 wide. I'm sorry, 4 receivers, 1 tight end. Miles Marshall in the sidecar. Ball with the handoff. Ball is played exceptional. He rolls to his right. He's got some room in front of him and escorted out of bounds by number 44, Bo Sayers. But not before he picks up about 6 yards. And Centerburg looking to put another one on Mount Gilead and really start to push this thing out of reach. Not quite running clock area yet, but knocking on the door. Second and manageable here, second and about 4 for the Trojans. Looks like Harris trying to get the call, gets it now from his coach. He's lined up to the left, twins to the right. Chris Marshall takes a shovel pass, blown up right away. And guess who? Your man, Cam Vickers. We highlighted him at the top of the program. He's been a one-man wrecking ball for Mount Gilead. Blows that play up. 3rd and 10, and we go from what would have been 3rd and manageable possibly to 3rd and 10. But Centerburg has picked up yards in chunks here. I got to believe if they see Mount Gilead in that soft coverage again, they're going to throw that short pass to one of their athletes and let them make a play in space. Mount Gilead now walked up a little more. Single high safety. Ball takes a snap. Looking for Harris. He's got Harris deep. But ball escapes. Rolls to his left. Got him. Well, he had Harris deep, but there was just too much pressure. And I'm betting that's Cam Vickers that blew that play up again. Let's see it on the replay. It was. Boy, Cam Vickers saves the day again for Mount Gilead because Harris ran a beautiful route on the left side and had a little stop and go, had his man burnt. If Ball could have got his feet under him and thrown that ball, Harris would have walked in for a touchdown. Great job by Vickers blowing that play up. That's 2 plays in a row. He's absolutely blown up. Forces 4th and about 6. Centerburg going for it. Trips right. Single receiver to the left. Miles Marshall in the backfield next to Ball. Ball takes a snap, rolls to his right. Good protection. And he's got Chris Marshall wide open. The defender, I'm trying to get a number on the defender, closed on it, made the tackle, but not before Chris Marshall makes a spectacular catch. Elevate. High point the ball, come down with a nice job by number 33 for Mount Gilead. Grant LaRoche is a sophomore trying to break that up, but Marshall just too good of an athlete for that. And Centerburg sets up 1st and goal. And you know why these Marshall kids are great? They're both wrestlers. Chris Marshall making it all the way to the state championship match this year. Hand to Miles, off the left side, makes a move, and pushes his way into the end zone for another Centerburg touchdown. You know, Chris Marshall, I watched him wrestle on this, we'll talk as we're setting up the extra point. Watched him wrestle at the Centerburg tournament this year. Won a championship, and I'm like, hey, it's a good kid, but He didn't at that point look like he was a state finalist. He gets to the state tournament, and Chris Marshall goes on a tear at the state tournament, making it all the way to the finals match before dropping a hard-fought match. He's not going to take anyone by surprise next year. As the kick is up, and it is good. Makes it 30. Makes it
Score 35-6.
30. I have 34-6 on the scoreboard. On your, and that's a replay of Miles Marshall's nice little touchdown run. We'll take a break. We come back. Centerburg gets the ball. Stick with us. Live and free on OH Report. All right, here we go. Centerburg kicking off. Nice line drive kick. Fielded by Trainer. Up the field. He's had some nice returns tonight. Just can't find the edge. There's a flag on the field. Trainer finds a little daylight. Gets to 25. Trainer's had some nice returns. Just hasn't popped one open yet. But as said, his team have a good field position every time. We'll see what the penalty is all about. And another flag. We just got another one tossed. I don't know if that's just the same penalty or if a referee heard a dissenting opinion from somebody and didn't like it. We'll find out here. Like I said, Chris Marshall, state runner-up this year. His brother Miles is also a wrestler, so I'll be looking forward to covering them as I covered wrestling this winter. If you're interested, you can tune into my weekly wrestling show. On the mat, the takedown. I got another my own show. We got a hold on our turn team. Oh, there's the second penalty. So you saw the late penalty come out. That was a sideline warning on Mount Gilead. Oh yeah, that's. Listen, Chris Marshall's a great wrestler, but he got that's a rather throw you than know you takedown. Here we go. Mount Gilead set up on offense, full house backfield. Give to, looks like Barnum up the middle. Nope, that's Vickers, Cam Vickers up the middle. Looks like Vickers gets another 5 yards. When Mount Gilead's run the ball well and their offensive linemen are blocking downhill, they are changing the line of scrimmage. You think Vickers is only getting 2 or 3, and you look up and he's gotten 5 or 6. And that is because the offensive line is doing such a good job blocking downhill. They just need to sustain these drives. Give the Vickers up the middle again. Bust one inside. Vickers one guy to beat. Not before he gets the first down, but that could have been big. Great tackle. Guess who? Miles Marshall. Probably maybe a touchdown-saving tackle from his defensive back spot on the big Cam Vickers. And the Marshall plan is in full effect here at Mount Gilead. Vickers is checking out right now, trying to get in a breather. But Mount Gilead has a first down. Last time they've had nice drives. They just stalled a couple times. Full house backfield. Give to Barnum up the middle. And pushing ahead for 5 more yards. But Mount Gilead really staying physical. I really like the fact they're not abandoning their game plan and what they do. Listen, 9 yards. I thought it was 5, it was 9. That's what I mean. They're changing the line of scrimmage. They're getting great push. They just do not abandon your game plan. Be who you are and just got to play some defense and create some turnovers. Give up the middle this time, a much stouter response from Centerburg. That actually might be a loss. No, they're going to mark that ahead for a yard. Okay. 3rd and 1. Alvin Gray on the tackle. Nice job stuffing that one. Here we go. The big boy checks back in, 18, Cam Vickers. If I'm playing defense right now, I'm walking around going key on 18, key on 18. He's been their go-to guy in moments like this. Great time for Mount Gilead to make a little fake there. Vickers all by himself in the backfield. And you can see him getting ready to jump the middle run. And there's Vickers powering ahead. We'll see who the spot is. On the far side, they gave it to him, and he's got it.
Not enough for the Indian first down.
Just enough. You could see Centerburg was all over it. They knew he was getting the ball, and rightly so, but not before Vickers was able to get behind his pads and push just far enough for a Mount Gilead home and kitchen supply. First down. 2 backs to backfield now. Fricky under center.
Here we go. We're representing.
Gives the big boy Vickers, lowers the pads, but not before he's chopped down by number 14, Harris. The sound effects here at Mount Gilead or something. We got the push sound effect, the revving the engine sound effect, the light show. It's top notch here at Mount Gilead. I'm not lying. If you enjoy high school football, man, small school football, you gotta get to Mount Gilead Ohio to watch a game. 2 backs in the backfield. Give the Vickers, and he pushes ahead for another first down. Mount Gilead's got something going here with 3:39 left to go in the third quarter. Also want to shout out to my cameraman down here, Cooper Keaton, for those beautiful shots all game and the great job at halftime covering the bands. Mount Gilead come out, 2 backs, handoff. That's Barnum. Barnum got the corner, lowers the boom, ahead for Morrow. Ushered out of bounds by number 11, but not before he picks up about 13 yards. Number 11 from Tommy Weaver on the tackle, but not where Barnum pushes ahead for a first down. This is what Mount Gilead does. They get going. The offense reminds you a little bit of what Lucas does. Kind of the same concept. Bring everybody in the phone booth and dram it down your throat. This time's wrapped up quickly. Barnum on the carry, but wrapped up very quickly, and they'll give him 1 on the carry. Shocker, Bollinger on the tackle. He's been all over the field on defense. Really impressed with that guy. Vickers checks back in. Fricky brings the call to the huddle. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Centerburg 34, Mount Gilead 6. 2 backs in the backfield. Trainer in motion. Give to the middle, the fullback. That's Vickers again. Give the fullback up the middle. The announcer's giving him 2 yards, makes it 3rd and about 6, I'd say. 3rd and about 6. And this is 4 down territory all the way through for Mount Gilead. So you're thinking 3rd down, and you're thinking, oh, we got to get it first down, stay on the field. No. You're going for it in 4th down here if you're Mount Gilead. You're just trying to get half of it. You'd love to get half of it right here. Handoff up the middle. That's number 11. Elliott Jones. Oh, they have Vickers on the carry. I thought that was Jones. Vickers on the carry. And number 2 for Centerburg, Teddy Steigler, loses his hat, so he has to check out. Centerburg also rotating in some fresh defensive linemen. Full house backfield for Mount Gilead here. Oh, that's what they don't want to do. We talked about at the beginning of the show. Mount Gilead has so much this season been their own worst enemy with untimely penalties. And when you have this kind of offense where you're just chewing up 3, 4, 6, 3, you cannot be behind the sticks. Now you've got 4 downs to get 15 yards instead of 4 downs to get 10. That much tougher. Full house backfield, double tights. Fricky pulls it, throws the ball, he's got a man open. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, number 11, Elliott Jones was wide open and just turned to run before he secured the ball. Fricky did a great job of getting rid of the ball, and half the Centerburg offense is on top, but he was on top of him. Oh, Jones is going to see that one in his nightmares because he had a first down and maybe more. All he has to do is secure it. That's a tough one for Mount Gilead and Mr. Jones. Got to shake it off here, though. Second down, and man, Centerburg was on top of Fricky in a second. Nice little delayed handoff up the middle. Number 4, Trainer, makes it to the end zone. Beautiful run by Trainer, and there's the Mount Gilead light show going off. Great run by Trainer. A little counter action there. And the entire Centerburg defense went with the fake. Trainer squeaks out to the left. That's like that little joker play that Lucas runs, where they run it one way, they show you one direction, and they counter it back the other. Man, I think that's the first time they've run that counter all game. Where's that play been? Beautiful execution. Mount Gilead going for 2 here. Handoff up the middle, and they get it. Makes it Centerburg 34, Mount Gilead hanging tough, not giving up, 14. Stick with us. When we come back, we'll see if Mount Gilead can execute the onside kick this time.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Welcome back to beautiful Mount Gilead, Ohio. OH Report, live and free, your premier source for high school sports. Mount Gilead kicks off. There's the onside, boy. Someone better cover it. And Miles Marshall smartly jumps on the ball. Fellas, once it goes past 10, it's a live ball. It ain't a hot potato. It ain't going to bite you. Somebody jump on it. And Miles Marshall wisely does. Here's a replay of that touchdown. Great run by Trainer, just flat out runs the defender to the pylon. Love that run. Love the light show, man. It's beautiful. And there's the 2-point conversion, that major score. Centerburg 34, Mount Gilead 14. Boy, Mount Gilead's got to do something here. Punch the ball out, get an interception. Centerburg has been chucking a ball around the park, 5 wide. 4 receivers, 3 to the right. There's that little screen they love. Uh-oh. Chris Marshall breaks a tackle. He might get 9, and oh no, a late hit. Marshall is a great run, gets 9 yards, and I bet Centerburg gets 15 more. Yeah, number 4, Carson Trainer. Boy, Trainer had such a beautiful run for a touchdown. And then he's going to cost his team 15 right there. Did he? They must have. Yeah, they're marching it off now.
Personal foul on the defense, right here out of bounds.
Yep.
15 yards into the play.
That's just frustration. It's just frustration by the young man. Right here, Vickers ushers him out of bounds there. And if you're a Trainer, you gotta hold up right there. You got to hold up right there. It's tough because you watch. Listen, I played defense. You watch some dude running all over you all night, and you're trying to catch him. You finally get him in your sights, and he steps out of bounds. And, man, it is tough to hold up. But right there, you got to hold up. I said Mount Gilead's been their own worst enemy, and they are again tonight. Beautiful pass by Ball to number 24. Jack Lawrence, he's a 6'1 senior. Beautiful pass by Ball. the football came to his ear, ripped through it, right down the middle. Number 24, Jack Lawrence getting in on the action. Here we go. Centerburg set up 1st and 10, trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Miles Marshall in the sidecar goes in motion. They throw a bubble screen. Oh, very dangerous bubble screen. Great play by number 44, Bo Sayer. And that's exactly, if you're a defensive end and you see that motion right there, that's exactly what you want to do. Don't go for the quarterback. Go straight upfield. Go vertical. Get your hands up in the air and try and catch that ball when you see that bubble screen action. Once there's no back in the backfield, the only contain you have to worry about is the quarterback. So get straight up the field and get your hands up, especially if you've seen that bubble screen action all night, which they have. Great play by Bo Sayer, reading that beautifully. Now we're set up 2nd and 10 for Centerburg. 2 receivers to the right, H-back to the left. There's a shovel pass again to Chris Marshall. Gets the corner, that's trouble. And great tackle, but that's a flag. That's coming back. That's going to be a hold. Little shovel pass there, so that actually counts the pass. Breaks contain, makes a cut. Let's see if I can catch the hold. Can't catch it. Let's go back him up 10. Someone's not going to have a good film session tomorrow, though, because that hold was in the middle of the field, and the play's going away from you, especially with the speed that Chris Marshall has. And someone's going to hear, son, that play's already 15 yards away from you. What are you doing holding? Chip him and move up to a linebacker, but don't hold the guy you're on. He's already out of the play. So now we got 2nd and about 20, maybe more than 20. They got 2nd and 10 on the scoreboard. They ain't 10. Ball, barking at the signals. Takes a snap, rolls to his right. This is where he's been dangerous. Lofts it up from Chris Marshall. Oh, Marshall, what a beautiful route. And ball put it only where Marshall could get to it. Marshall does a great job being physical at the point of attack. And if you're a defensive back, that's so tough to defend because Marshall gets his hands on you just enough to create a little separation. Catches a long touchdown pass from Blaine Ball. Here we go. Ball rolls to the right. It's where he's been dangerous. Another great pickup by Miles Marshall. And right there, Chris Marshall just gets enough separation. That's the end of the 3rd quarter as Centerburg kicks the extra point, and it is up and blocked. So that makes your score Centerburg 40. Your hometown Mount Gilead Indians 14. We'll take a break. When we come back, Mount Gilead gets the ball back. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to OH Report, live and free from Mount Gilead, Ohio. Centerburg's up 40-14 on the hometown Indians. Centerburg kicking off. Mount Gilead has had some nice drives. Has shot themselves in the foot too many times. One costly turnover, some costly penalties. Centerburg kicks off here. Let's see if Mount Gilead can put another drive on him. Ball fielded by Trainer. Oh, he stops to make a cut. And he's chopped down at the 20-yard line. Where Mount Gilead takes over. 1st and 10. Number 2 on the tackle for Centerburg, Teddy Steigler. Start of the fourth quarter here, 11:54 to go. Mount Gilead with the ball. Trying to drive down. Playing with a little pride on the hometown turf. And it's a middle give. Ahead for about 5 yards. And that's big number 18, Cam Vickers. Cam Vickers, they should change his name to Cam Money in the Bank Vickers, because when you give this cat the ball, he's going to get you 5 yards every time. Full house backfield again. Vickers in the middle. Give to Vickers again. Pushing forward. And as soon as I say it, I give him the announcer jinx. He only gets 3 on that, but makes you a very manageable 3rd and 3. So the whole playbook's open here for Mount Gilead. I really like that Vickers checks out here. Barnum's in. Barnum's been just almost as effective as Vickers. I really like that little counter right here. Straight up give to Barnum. Oh, he's close. He's able to get ahead for a first down. And, boy, I love the way – I probably won't be able to see it on replay, but I love the way – yeah, look at the way Mount Gilead's offensive linemen block and then get to the linebackers. That's why they're able to get those 5 and 6 yard runs. They hit their guy at the point of attack, and they know their running backs at the hole, so at that point they can climb to the linebackers, get those secondary blocks, and that's where you start to pick up the chunk yardage. The Mount Gilead O-line putting in some work tonight. Fricky with the snap. Handoff up the middle. Great run. Barnum's in the clear. Barnum's got a chance. Can Barnum stretch it out? Oh, run down from behind by number 4 for Centerburg. Saving a touchdown is number 4, Hayden Love. Love tracking Barnum down, but not 4. He picks up a huge chunk play, and Mount Gilead ain't going anywhere. 1st and 10 from the 22. Big run there by Barnum. I said he's been almost effective as Vickers. That was huge. And now you see why they feel comfortable rotating Vickers out and putting Barnum in that very important middle running back spot and handing him the ball. He proves he is just as effective there. We highlight Cam Vickers, but man, Barnum is good. Barnum, a 6-foot, 205-pound junior. There's that little counter action again. I love that play. I love that counter play. And that's Barnum again. Is that Barnum again? No, it's Trainer. Trainer, because yeah, Trainer gets that little counter play there, and he powers ahead for 8. And Mount Gilead not going anywhere. Full house backfield. Come on in the phone booth. Let's thug it out. Give to Barnum, and that one is stuffed. Nice form tackle there. Steigler on the tackle. Nice form tackle, one-on-one by Steigler. Barnum checks out. Vickers checks in. Fricky with the call now in the huddle. 4th and about 3. I gotta be keying on Vickers here. There's to give to the big boy off the side. Oh, that's going to be close. That is going to be close. He keeps pushing. Now his offensive line comes push. No whistle yet. And he's ahead for I got a first down for him. But it's close. Still no signal. Refs are eyeballing it. Well, I think they're going to get a measurement because the Centerburg guys are going, nope, other way. And Mount Gilead says, we got it. And there it is, first down, Mount Gilead. Here's your replay, and just trying to push forward. Vickers had help from half the tribe there. Fricky comes in with the call. Vickers alone back. One wide receiver to the left. Two tights. Give to Vickers up the middle, running behind his pads. Pushes ahead, but he's always falling forward. Always running over guys, always falling forward. Just runs behind his pads and gets positive yards every time. Second down, and let's say 6 or 7. They're calling it 7 on the scoreboard. Thanks to all the 250 people watching us. Live and free on OH Report. Give to Vickers at the middle again. And he's ahead for, looks like, 3 or 4 more. Makes it a very third and manageable. About 2. Oh. So now 3rd down and 5. Obviously going for it on 4th down here. You can get a first down before you can score a touchdown. 7:23 on the clock and rolling. Centerburg 40. Your hometown Mount Gilead Indians 14. 2 back set, double tights. Fricky with the ball. Hand to Barnum. No, Fricky keeps it, but it's chopped down. I like the call. Just a great play.
Guess who?
Guess who? Guess who?
14, Trevin Harris.
21. No, they called 13 with that tackle, but 21. Chris Marshall on the touchdown-saving tackle, because if you watch that replay, every single Centerburg guy had jumped. Watch, everyone jumps inside. They're beat. They're out-leveraged, and Marshall just beats his block and makes a great play. Wait, great call by Mount Gilead Indians coach. They had the right call dialed up. They got everyone to jump inside for that middle run. They had Centerburg out-leveraged, but sometimes guys are just better athletes. Fricky on the under center. Handoff, looking to pass, rolling back. That's trouble, tipped. Oh. Number 81, Jack Bollinger again. And that's a turnover on downs. That was 4th down. Jackson Bollinger again. Wait, this Centerburg team, they're going to be a problem for people the rest of the way out. We'll look at their schedule at the end of the game, but they've got Danville in front of them. They got East Knox in front of them. Centerburg. Centerburg has got some computer points in front of them. After this game, they've got Danville, East Knox, and Fredericktown. Those are some nice computer points out there, and from what I see, those are winnable games for Centerburg. And a ton of computer points on the plate for them. They take over 1st and 10 from their 10-yard line. 6:15 to go in the game. Bollinger in motion. Ball with the snap. Handoff to Miles Marshall, and he ain't going nowhere. Number 51 on the tackle. There's Mount Gilead's scheduled the rest of the way out. They've got 6-0 Northmore. That's tough. Then they've got 2 winnable games in front of them. 0-6 Loudonville, 2-4 Cardington. Northmore putting one on East Knox right now, 42-0. But those are some winnable games for Mount Gilead too, especially with the way they run the ball. Centerburg's just a juggernaut. Hand off again to Miles Marshall. Bounces one off. This could be trouble. Gets to the edge. Gets those yards back he lost on 1st down. I think we're going to see a big dose of Miles Marshall all the rest of the way out. And we have a timeout. Centerburg? Timeout. Centerburg. Okay. All right. Here's your Week 6 rankings. This is Division 6, Region 23. Centerburg right now sitting in the 11th spot at 4-2. But I got to believe if they can win out, they can leapfrog some teams there and get to a top 8 spot. I think Colonel Crawford is actually losing right now. Mount Gilead down there tied for 17th. They're kind of on the outside looking in. Top 16 make the playoffs. Mount Gilead wins out. They can squeak in. They got some winnable games in front of them. Centerburg is loving the score of the Colonel Crawford game, though. as Seneca is right now on top of Colonel Crawford, 20-14. So Centerburg gets a win here. Crawford gets a loss. They keep moving up. Here we go, 3rd and long for Centerburg. Mount Gilead's defense trying to stand up. Oh no, wide open. That's got to be Bollinger, right? He is wide open. He is off to the races. Yeah, that's 81. Jackson Bollinger off to the races. That is a dagger in the heart. Oh, beautiful call by the Centerburg coaching staff. Everyone in the stadium, including this guy, was looking run all the way. Little pass over the top to Jackson Bollinger. Guess who's escorted him in the end zone? 14, Harris. That's like a replay of Marshall's long run. Harris likes to run with his boys. Get him in the escort him in the end zone, Harris. So you can be there to celebrate right away. I like it. Harris can burn. Jackson Bollinger, great catch, great run. Touchdown makes it 46-14. Centerburg over the host, Mount Gilead Indians. Number 17, Daniel Lemaster on for the kick, and it's blocked again. Boy, if there's something Centerburg is going to have to work on this week, it's going to be that, because they're going to make those kicks in the playoffs. Anyways, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Stick with us, live and free, OH Report.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
We're back to OH Report live and free. And we have a running clock situation. My apologies to Mr. Bollinger for mispronouncing his name. I've got right now, though, Bollinger. And Trainer on the return. Good blocking on the edge. Trainer tries to get to the corner. Good return up to the 22. Where Mount Gilead takes over. Well, 46, there we go. 46 minus 14 is 32. I think the guy at the scoreboard got the memo there finally. Now he's got the running clock going. And the curse is alive. The running clock. Full house backfield for Mount Gilead here. Running clock in the 4th quarter. 4 minutes and running. Handoff at the middle. Vickers on the carry. Short run. Might have got one on that one. Vickers checks out.
He didn't hear the Cincinnati Reds hired a new manager. Terry Francona will be the new manager for the Cincinnati Reds.
Fricky under center. 2 wings. Lone setback. That's a give to Barnum again, and he goes for a loss. 3 minutes now to go in the 4th quarter. 3rd down. Mount Gilead just content to run the ball, let the clock run out, get out of here. Centerburg has been very impressive. Like I mentioned, their only 2 losses this year are to undefeated Ontario and undefeated Northmore. And they are going to be a problem the rest of the way out for the rest of the teams in the KMAC. There's that counter. Trainer's open, gets rustled down by number 3, Miles Marshall, but not before he picks up about 20 yards on that run. There's that little counter. If you're a Mount Gilead coach, man, You've got to run that play more, especially in the coming games. It's been highly effective. Pound the ball with Barnum and Vickers, and then hit that little counter with Trainer. They're pounding the rock up the middle with Barnum. No, that's Vickers. My apologies. That's Vickers ahead for 8. Vickers runs with his pad level so low, it's actually hard for me to see his numbers until he gets up. He comes out in that 3-point, and he just runs behind his pads. I love it. Mount Gilead's offensive line blocks downhill. Full house backfield for the Indians. Give again to Vickers. Got a man at his feet, makes him miss, and is able to pop outside to head for about a yard. Makes that first man miss.
Back up the middle for a gain of about 2, brings up a 3rd and long 2.
Hey, thanks to all the people watching at home, and thanks for your comments. Really appreciate you tuning in to our broadcast. Hope you enjoyed it. But I got to tell you, you're missing a show. I tell you, this is a beautiful stadium, beautiful atmosphere. Great atmosphere. Oh, Fricky had been so good all night getting Centerburg to jump, and that time he gets his own guy to jump. That's a tough one because he had done that twice for first downs
Game starts at 7:30
for Mount Gilead. That time backfired on him. 50 seconds left to go in the game. 3rd down. I got to imagine we'll see 2 plays out of Mount Gilead, and that'll be it. Mount Gilead comes to the line. 2 wings and a lone step back. 1 right receiver to the right. Get the Trainer. Trainer's loose. Trainer's having a game. Trainer's loose. And he's tackled down. Someone call timeout, please. 27 seconds and running. And there were 3 guys down for Centerburg. Not sure what happened back there. But Trainer on a great run. He's had a night. Gets it down to the 15 to 14-yard line. Man, really got to respect the fight in these Mount Gilead Indians. Not giving up. They've kind of switched to a single back set with 2 wings. Running kind of that wing T look. Give down to Barnum. He is smacked at the line of scrimmage. Oh, and time runs off the clock. Oh, I would really like to see Mount Gilead score there. Really impressed with their fight. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have your players of the game. Don't go anywhere. We've got a whole post-game show. Players of the game, lots of fun stuff to cover. Stick with us. OH Report, live and free.
Picking up new hobbies such as cooking is another manly way to avoid depression and reduce stress. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make my world-famous guaco mahogany. First, mash up 5 or 6 of these green things. Then add hot sauce, this lettuce stuff, these red things, salt, some of this stuff, and limes, and finally, bacon to taste. Delicious.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Happy Halloween!
Let's go. Friday night lights. Get hype, it's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype, here we go now. Friday night lights. Get hype, it's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype, here we go now.
time to wake 'em up. They've been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here, blowing up.
Welcome back to Mount Gilead, Ohio football fans. OH Report live and free. We just saw the Centerburg Trojans come into Mount Gilead and put one on the host Indians. And I could not select just one Mount Vernon Health Center MVP. I had to select two. And this is why. Listen to the stats. We got my man here, quarterback Blaine Ball, goes 14 for 19, 357 passing yards, 4 touchdown passes, 9 rushes for 58. And then we got Mr. Marshall here, Chris Marshall, got a very important interception in the first quarter, stopped the Mount Gilead drive. Then on the next play goes on an 82-yard scamper. Well, next couple plays, on an 82-yard scamper for a touchdown. He ends up with 7 catches, 207 yards, 3 touchdown receptions, and had it not been for a great play by Mount Gilead's number 18, Cam Vickers, he'd take a touchdown to the house. So, guys, after all those amazing stats, I want to talk to you a little bit about your game. Blaine, I love you rolling to your right and passing, and that's something, is that one of your favorite things to do, roll out and pass?
Yes, it is.
You love to roll out and pass, and is that just because you like to get out from behind those big offensive linemen? What is it you like about rolling out?
Getting away from those, obviously the defensive players, but being able to look over the defense and find my open receivers.
Now, every time you rolled out, your brother Miles, he had some great blocks every time springing you. So what's it like when you roll out and you see the block set up and you roll to your right and then you've got green grass in front of you and you look down the field and you see number 21 one-on-one, he's got a step. What's that feel like?
It just feels like I just got to get it to him, and I just do.
And then not real. I mean, you're a great quarterback. I love the way you play, and your running was your legs were very effective tonight, squeaking out some first downs. You guys needed them, but you throw the ball, and I always say the toughest pass to throw is the vertical route, and the guy's wide open. But can you overthrow this guy? Is it possible?
Not really. I mean, I know he's going to run under it every time, so I just got to trust him.
Chris, we'll move to you now. Like I said, Chris, you had a huge interception in the first quarter to stop a drive. They were on the move. A couple plays later, you catch that bubble screen. They were playing you guys real soft, weren't they? That soft coverage. Yeah. They're playing you real soft. You caught that bubble screen, set that block up, and then you bounce it. And what's it like? You see a little green grass in front of you, and is it just a Jets at that point?
Yeah, I bounced it, saw 44, thought he was about to smack me, but he whiffed, and I was gone after that.
And you were gone after that. And you made some great plays on the ball on this side of the field, too, in the end zone. When you come out and you see one-on-one, is there eye contact? Do you guys know, hey, I've got one-on-one, throw me the ball? Or is it something, hey, I just got to work every play to get open?
I just got to work every play to get open.
That's great. And then Harris, we're gonna call him the escort service or the escorter tonight, because every time someone gets a long run, your guy Harris is running alongside you. Like, what are you guys talking about something as you're running? They're just celebrating and laughing.
Yeah, just look at each other, laugh and celebrate.
That's great. 2 losses this year were to 2 undefeated teams. Tough losses. You guys fought hard. but you've got a bunch of computer points in front of you now. You've got, what we say, East Knox and Danville in front of you. Those are some computer points. You got a chance to jump up the rankings. What's the mindset for the Centerburg Trojans going forward the rest of the year?
It's just another week, and we just got to play our game.
One game at a time, right? What do you think? What do you think, Chris? You agree with your counterpart here?
Yeah, one game at a time, just go and hit people.
I like that. Go and hit people. I like that. Go and hit people. All right, guys. For Centerburg, Blaine Ball, Chris Marshall had a game in Mount Gilead, Ohio.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So,
Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can.
Welcome.
Well, that happens when you run into a team that is a little bit better sound. I think the coaching that Centerburg brought in here really kept Mount Gilead at bay. They let them get their 5-6 yards rushing, but when it came down into that red zone, you saw intercept
both ways. Yeah, but you're right. Mount Gilead snapped off some long runs, and then as they get closer to the end zone, the field gets compacted. Those Centerburg safeties were able to walk up and help in run support. And Mount Gilead really not being able to find a passing game yet. They had some guys open, but Fricky was always kind of throwing off his back foot because he had Centerburg guys right in his chest.
He was running away from the line. He was running away, throwing off that back foot, and they really didn't throw it much. They only threw the ball, went to the air, 4, 5, 6 times maybe at the most.
And a couple, but 2 picks, maybe 3 picks?
Right.
Yeah. Give me your thoughts going forward for Centerburg. And they're sitting at 17, and they've got 2 winnable games in front of them, Loudonville and Cardington-Lincoln. Now, the thing about what's bad for Mount Gilead, they go from the frying pan into the fire. They get beat by Centerburg tonight. Next week, they have unbeaten Northmore, who beat Centerburg. So it's going to be even tougher sledding next week for Mount Gilead before they get 2 winnable games in front of them.
Strap them on, tie up those laces, go to practice, play hard. They can do it. This is a good team, too.
It is, absolutely. Well coached, good team. So we want to thank our sponsors before we leave. Webb's Marathon and Automotive, Panchos Tacos, and a whole host of other sponsors. There we go. Mount Vernon Healthcare sponsoring your MVP. Monarch Title Services for our beautiful replays brought to you by the man Adam Thompson. Home Kitchen Supply was our first down sponsor. Ohio Suicide Prevention, also a sponsor, commercial sponsor. And I said Home Kitchen Supply for our first downers as well.